Hello students, today's class is on buffers. Coming to introduction. Buffers are aqueous systems that tend to resist changes in pH when small amount of acid like hydrogen ion or base like hydroxyl ion are added. A buffer system consists of a weak acid as a proton donor and its conjugate base as a proton acceptor. The normal range of pH in human blood plasma is between 7.35 and 7.45, and many of the enzymes that function in the blood have evolved to have maximum activity in that pH range. Many aspects of cell structure, function and the catalytic activity of enzymes is especially sensitive to pH. Enzymes typically show maximum catalytic activity at a characteristic pH called the pH optimum. On either side of this optimum pH, the catalytic activity often declines sharply. Thus, a small change in pH can make a large difference in the rate of some crucial enzyme catalyzed reactions. The imbalance in acid-base buffering system in our body can lead to conditions like acidosis or alkalosis. Biological control of the pH of cells and body fluids is therefore of central importance in all aspects of metabolism and cellular activities, and changes in blood pH have marked physiological consequences. Coming to the role of buffer in resisting pH change. Let us take an example and compare the changes in pH that occur on the addition of equal amounts of strong acid or strong base to pure water at pH 7 and to a buffer solution at pH 7. If 1 ml of 0.1 molar HCl is added to 99 ml of pure water, the pH drops drastically. If the same experiment is conducted with 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide instead of 0.1 molar HCl, the pH rises drastically. But when buffer solution is used instead of pure water, the results are different. A solution that contains the monohydrogen phosphate and dihydrogen phosphate ions in suitable proportions can serve as proton acceptor or donor and serve as a buffer. Many biological reactions will not take place unless the pH remains within fairly narrow limits, and as a result, buffer have great practical importance in the biochemistry laboratory as well as inside the body. Coming to Henderson-Hasselbalch equation. The Henderson-Hasselbalch equation is important for understanding buffer action and acid-base balance in the blood and tissues of vertebrates. This equation is simply a useful way of restating the expression for the ionization constant of an acid. For the ionization of a weak acid, Ha, the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation can be derived as follows. Ka is equal to concentration of H into concentration of A divided by concentration of Ha. First solve for H. Concentration of H is equal to Ka into Ha divided by A. Then take the negative logarithm of both sides. Minus log of H is equal to minus log of Ka minus log of Ha divided by A. Substitute pH for minus log of H and pKa for minus log of Ka. We have pH is equal to pKa minus log of Ha divided by A. Now invert minus log of Ha by A, which involves changing its sign to obtain the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation, that is pH is equal to pKa plus log of A divided by Ha, or pH is equal to pKa plus log of base by acid. This equation fits the titration curve of all weak acids and enable us to deduce some important quantitative relationships. The Henderson-Hasselbalch equation also allow us to first calculate pKa given pH and the molar ratio of proton donor and acceptor. Second, calculate pH given pKa and the molar ratio of proton donor and acceptor. And third, calculate the molar ratio of proton donor and acceptor given pH and pKa. A consideration of titration curves can give insight into how buffer works. At pH values below the pKa, the acid forms predominates, and at pH values above the pKa, the basic form predominates. The plateau region in a titration curve where the pH does not change rapidly covers a pH range extending approximately 1 pH unit on each side of the pKa. Thus, the buffer is effective within a range of about 2 pH units. Let us take an example of phosphoric acid. The pKa of dihydrogen phosphate ion is 7.20. At this inflection point, half the amount of acid originally present has been converted to the conjugate base. At this pH, the solution contains equal concentrations of the dihydrogen phosphate ions and monohydrogen phosphate ions, the acid and the base forms. Due to the presence of appreciable amounts of both the acid and the conjugate base, the buffer solution can maintain the pH at a relatively constant value. This condition is met at pH values at or near the pKa of the acid. If OH- is added, an appreciable amount of the acid form of the buffer is present in the solution to react with the added base. If hydrogen ion is added, an appreciable amount of the basic form of the buffer also is present to react with the added acid. Thus, dihydrogen phosphate ion, monohydrogen phosphate ions pair is suitable as a buffer near pH 7.2. Using the Henderson-Hasselbalch equation, we can calculate the ratio of the conjugate base form to the conjugate acid form for any pH when we know the pKa. Whenever hydrogen ion or hydroxyl ion is added to the buffer, the result is a small change in the ratio of the relative concentrations of the weak acid and its anion, and thus a small change in pH. The decrease in concentration of one component of the system is balanced exactly by an increase in the other. The sum of the buffer component does not change, only their ratio changes. Each conjugate acid-base pair has a characteristic pH zone in which it is effective buffer. The dihydrogen phosphate monohydrogen phosphate ion pair has a pK of 7.2 and thus can serve as an effective buffer system between approximately pH 6.2 and pH 8.2. Now coming to physiological buffers. Normal metabolic processes results in the production of large amount of carbonic acids and lesser amount of sulfuric, phosphoric or other acids and alkaline compounds which can imbalance the acid-base balance in the body. There are naturally occurring pH buffers in living organisms which take care of any acid-base imbalance. The organism's first line of defense against the changes in internal pH is provided by the buffer systems. The real importance of buffers is that they are critical to life. Buffer systems in living organism and in the laboratory are based on many types of compounds. The phosphate, bicarbonate system and the blood protein systems are important biological buffers in the body. As physiological pH in most organisms stays around 7, it might be expected that the phosphate buffer system would be widely used in living organisms. The dihydrogen phosphate to monohydrogen phosphate pair is the principal buffer in the cells. But in blood, phosphate ion levels are inadequate for buffering, and so a different system operates, like the carbonate buffers or blood protein buffer system. The blood plasma is buffered in part by the bicarbonate system consisting of carbonic acid as a proton donor and bicarbonate as proton acceptor, where the pKa of carbonic acid is 6.37. The concentration of carbonic acid in turn depends on the concentration of carbon dioxide dissolved in blood, which in turn depends on the concentration of carbon dioxide in the gas phase or the partial pressure of carbon dioxide, which is denoted as PCO2. At the pH of blood, that is 7.4, which is about 1 unit higher than the pKa of carbonic acid, that is 6.37, most of the dissolved carbon dioxide is present as bicarbonate. The carbon dioxide being transported to the lungs to be expired takes the form of bicarbonate ion. A direct relationship exists between the pH of the blood and the pressure of carbon dioxide gas in the lungs. Proteins, especially albumin, account for the greatest portion of the non-bicarbonate buffer value of plasma. The most important buffer groups of protein in the physiological pH range are the imidazole groups of histidine in hemoglobin. Thus, hemoglobin accounts for the major part of non-bicarbonate buffers of erythrocyte fluid. The side chain of histidine has a pKa of 6.0. Therefore, protein containing histidine residues buffer effectively near neutral pH, that is in between pH 7 and 8. Histidine side chains exist in either the protonated or unprotonated form near neutral pH. Let's discuss how buffering system works. The intracellular and extracellular fluids of multicellular organisms have a characteristic and nearly constant pH. Some highly specialized organelles and extracellular compartments have high concentrations of compounds that contribute buffering capacity. Organic acids buffer the vacuoles of plant cells, blood buffering system and ammonia buffer system in urine, which is due to their ionizable groups that can contribute to buffering power. When hydrogen ion from lactic acid produced in muscle tissues during vigorous exercise is added to blood, it causes lowering in the pH of the blood. This passes through the tissues, combines with carbon dioxide, and concentration of carbonic acid is increased. This in turn increases dissolved carbon dioxide in the blood and thus increases the partial pressure of carbon dioxide in the air spaces of lungs. The extra carbon dioxide is exhaled. Conversely, when the pH of blood is raised by ammonia produced during protein catabolism, concentration of hydrogen ion in the blood plasma is lowered, causing more carbonic acid to dissociate into hydrogen ion and bicarbonate ions. And there will be increased rate of inspiration so that more carbon dioxide from the lungs is dissolved in the blood plasma. Coming to conclusion. A buffer solution consists of an aqueous mixture of a weak acid and its conjugate base. This solution resists a change in pH on addition of either acid or base. A buffer solution with low concentrations of both acid and base forms is said to have a low buffering capacity. A buffer that contains greatest amount of both acid and base has a higher buffering capacity. Almost every biological process is pH dependent. A small change in pH produces a large change in the rate of the process. Enzymes are mostly made of proteins, so any change in pH of the medium leads to change in the structural and functional properties of the enzyme or protein. Cells and organisms maintain a specific and constant cytosolic pH, usually near pH 7, keeping biomolecules in their optimal ionic state. The Henderson-Hasselbalch equation plays an important role in understanding the preparation of buffer solutions in laboratory conditions as well as the action of physiologically available buffers in the body. In many biochemical studies, a strict pH range must be maintained in order for the experiment to be successful. Using our knowledge of the range of effective buffer compared to its pKa, we can select an appropriate buffer. For example, if we were doing an experiment and needed a pH of 7.2, we might select the phosphate buffer system. In multicellular organisms, the pH of extracellular fluid is also tightly regulated. Constancy of pH in our body is achieved primarily by biological buffers like phosphate buffer, carbonate buffer, or blood protein buffer systems. Thank you.